Good morning, everyone. I apologize if I sound just a little bit muffled or congested. I'm getting over a head cold and an ear infection. But thank God for technology and modern medicine. I'm able to get through it. So I'm thankful for that. So I wasn't able to record any downloads over the past few days, but I was able to take notes. So now I'm picking up from those notes. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is reciprocal energy a little bit in regards to dealing with people. You know, I watch some from time to time. I watch some of the court TV, court cases, and sometimes I watch Investigation Discovery, and I just watch how things unfold in regards to crimes and the sentencing and things like that. And then I listen to some of the people's reactions. And there's always a situation where a person is found guilty. In a lot of cases, the evidence is overwhelming, where it's confirmed that they actually did commit crime. And it could be due to, drugs, mental illness, whatever the case may be. But it has been confirmed that they committed the crime. And there's always that one person out of the bunch that always says that the punishment is too severe. And that made me think about circumstances in life. Now, speaking from my own experience, you take a gamble once you do something you have no business against someone. Whether you do some kind of physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, if you hurt that person, you are taking a gamble on the consequences. And what the world wants you to think, the world wants you to think that you should receive the consequences that are equal to the crime. That's what they think. Or in some cases, the world thinks that you should be given another chance, or that you should be given some leniency. You know, those are those people who think unicorn and rainbows all day long. And Kumbaya and Michael wrote aboard the shore, those people. But the truth is, you have to go back to the source of the problem. We wouldn't be sitting in this courtroom if this crime hadn't been committed. There wouldn't be witnesses and judges. There wouldn't be upset and torn up families if this crime wasn't committed. See, when it comes time for the punishment to be administered, everybody's got something to say about the punishment, but they've forgotten about the fact that there wouldn't be a punishment to be discussed if a crime wasn't committed in the first place. And unfortunately, in a lot of these cases, a crime could have been prevented because there's usually a situation where there's a family member or a friend or something like that that had already seen warning signs of these behaviors, red flags flying, inside this person prior to the crime being committed, but did nothing about it. Did nothing. Because either one, they didn't want to accept it, two, they accepted it but was helpless to do anything about it or didn't want to do anything about it, or three, simply did not give a damn and wanted that person to suffer the consequences of going to jail. You have those. So I say this to say this. When you are involved in any type of relationship with anyone and something occurs and they do something against you, sometimes when they do that, they already know that there's going to be consequences, but they have it in their mind what those consequences are supposed to be. When they turn out to be something opposed to what they envision, all of a sudden you're the bad guy. That's bullshit. You take a risk anytime that you do something harmful against another person at any time. And it may seem to be more extreme than the crime itself, but I say, so what? All of a sudden you want to discuss fairness after the crime has been committed, after the damage has been done. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that anymore. I used to. And people talk about, well, there should be fairness in crime and punishment. Okay, at a level, yes. But if the crime had not been committed in the first place, then the punishment, let it be what it may. When it comes to relationships sometimes, I hear people whine and complain all the time about, well, I did so-and-so, but she didn't have to go to the extreme and do this and extreme and do that. Well, you took that chance when you did that to that person. But see, the thing is, you're just in shock and belief because they went above and beyond what you expected. You weren't prepared for that. You already knew before you did it what kind of reaction you were expecting to get. That's why you did it. And when it went out of control, all of a sudden that person is the bad guy. See, that tells me right there it was premeditated in the first place. You already had it in your mind that you were going to do this person wrong because you already outlined in your mind how it was going to turn out. So really, the burden lies on you. This whole thing is your fault. So maybe instead of worrying about the consequences of the punishment of the crime, maybe we should think about addressing the mindset of not committing the crime in the first place. I'm going to keep this a short one today, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. But just think about that. Don't worry about what happened because the crime was committed. How about we address the issues that may contribute to a crime in the first place? Let's do some preventive work. Okay? Peace to you all.